So a CEO who voted for Donald Trump by the name of Stephen Borelli, and I'm not talking about Destiny, a literal person literally named Stephen Borelli, a CEO by the name of Stephen Borelli has a message for Donald Trump in the wake of his tariffs. See, we have another CEO at hand who seemingly is dissatisfied with Donald Trump's economic policy. He's not happy with the fan fiction policy that Donald Trump has put forth and is now asking Donald Trump to reconsider. Give us 90 days. Give us time. You know, the destruction and pain you were going to cause to those other groups, I was cool with that. But now that it's affecting me, I'm going to need you to put a 90-day pause on that for me to catch a breather. Crazy. Insane.
He's known to watch cable news. His folks certainly text me when we... He's known to watch cable news. His folks certainly text me when we air something they don't like. Why don't you just give a message to him and maybe he'll see it? What do you want to say to him?
President Trump, as a longtime supporter of your mission and to make America great again, I want to be a part of that with you. But we e-commerce companies all across the United States, we need more time. Give us a 90-day off-ramp to get off of our China goods and just tell us the plan. If you tell us the plan, we can operate and we can know what to do. The hard part about everything that's happening right now is we're trying to manage our business from day to day, and that's very difficult. And a lot of small businesses, they don't have the cash flow to get through a 90-day negotiation, and it's going to devastate a lot of businesses like Cuts. You know, I'm in a group chat with $1 billion worth of small businesses, and there's several in there that are telling me, hey, Stephen, 30 days or 60 days, we might not be able to make it. There's been too many adjustments to the supply chain that are just being really devastating on our business. 145% is essentially an embargo. And by cutting off our products to be able to sell them, it's going to be really difficult. So we're with you. We want to be a part of your mission to make America great again, but we just need more time.
See, what you needed was to vote for the candidate who wasn't going to destroy your entire life. But that was too much to do because she was a little bit of black, a little bit of Indian, a little bit of woman. And that was just too much. That was just too much. You thought that it's crazy how much of politics is based on vibes. And that's one of the most disturbing but also entertaining aspects of humanity. And last night we were live, you know, watching Myron Gaines talk about how women shouldn't be able to vote and they don't vote right and men vote better and, you know, women aren't the ones going to get drafted so they shouldn't be able to vote and whatever. But here we have a man who's a successful businessman, a CEO, probably educated, probably went to college, probably has a degree. Here we have an educated, successful, seemingly ambitious, hardworking individual who seems to be male, who voted for a candidate who told you he was going to institute tariffs, did not propose a well-thought-out plan for said tariffs, and you still voted for him. And we are to pretend that, one, somehow men are superior voters to women, two, the Republican Party or Donald Trump are better at the economy or handling business. And three, conservatives know how to govern. After all of this mayhem, confusion, and frankly just pathetic begging, we are to come to the conclusion that these niggas know what they don't know what they're doing. President Trump, give us 90 days. 90 days? The difference is never going, like there is no difference. There is literally zero. Your business, 90 days, 60 days, 100 days, 365 days, your business is going to collapse. It's going to crash because Donald Trump has not created any plan. There is zero plan. Even if Donald Trump gave you 90 days with no plan, there is nothing you can do. This whole thing of President Trump, give us 90 days to adjust. You need a manufacturing base because the reality is there are a lot of goods that even if they're made in America, they might be packaged in goods from China. They might be made by goods from China. So like tariffs, 145% tariffs on everything was psychotic from the jump. And they should have known how dangerous all of this was going to be because they were warned about it. And if you're a businessman and you're going to the voting booth, you should at least do yourself the due diligence you did making your business, getting a degree. Take about 10 minutes out of your day to Google what is a tariff. What effects will tariffs have on the economy? But see, we have ventured into an era of American history of the absolute degradation of Not only institutions, not only the degradation of institutions, but the absolute lack of faith in institutions. The average everyday American refuses to listen to the experts. They want to listen to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, because he's a successful businessman, all of a sudden knows how to do everything, despite the fact that this is clearly, demonstrably false. You chose to ignore the experts. You chose to ignore other people just like yourself who went into school, got a degree, got a good job, working in whatever field that they're an expert in. You decided to ignore all of those people and trust basically the vibes. Now the vibes have done a disservice to you. Now the vibes are actually about to destroy you. And instead of you realizing the fact that this is actually a mistake, this is a disaster, this needs to be stopped, it's bullshit complaining of President Trump, if you could just give us 90 days to figure this out. 90 days to do what? You're still not going to have a manufacturing base in 90 days. Donald Trump's ego is so massive, he can't accept the fact that, yeah, this is going to be the planting of a seed for a tree that you're never going to sit under. Donald Trump is an old man. He's never going to live to see the day that American manufacturing is taken back from China. He's never going to see the day when machines through AI are like manufacturing like socks and shoes, and like one day this will happen, but it's probably not going to happen within his lifetime. American manufacturing through machinery and AI probably is the future. But in order for us to actually like be able to put tariffs on imported goods, we need to have cheap American-made alternatives that don't absolutely destroy small businesses, destroy the stock market, which hurts big businesses, which hire the majority of Americans, and also don't destroy the buying power of the American taxpayer at the supermarket, at Amazon, right? But Donald Trump couldn't care less about any of that. And this CEO couldn't care less about any of that either. He just assumed everything was going to be okay. I'm going to vote for the tariffs. Vote for the Imagine being a businessman and voting for tariffs. See, this is what happens when you attach too much of your identity to your politics. If a politician that I like is about to institute a bunch of policies that destroy me, I'm not voting for them. I'm not voting for them. The end, like, I'm just not doing it. Like, Trump is hilarious. He's got the machismo thing going for him, but he's a criminal. He's an insurrectionist criminal who's incompetent. So you can be as cool as you want, as funny as you want, as machismo as you want, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day if you're absolutely, there's two things I hate in this world: weakness and incompetence. And Donald Trump possesses incompetence in spades, and the Democratic Party possesses weakness in spades, in abundance. But to watch CEOs, just writhe in agony as Donald Trump just sprays them with just rage, just die. He's just killing off he's just killing off the wealthy class, killing them off, fulfilling what a lot of radical socialists want, right? Just destroying the wealthy, but no, not for any good reason, just because he can. And this is music to his ears. President Trump, please save us. This is music. Hearing people beg him to do something for them, it's just music to his ears. He literally does not derive any satisfaction from helping people. He wants to hear people beg him for help. It's crazy. It's psychotic. It's demonic. Talking about some give us 90 days to figure it out. Why don't you just say, hey, President Trump, just stop the tariffs. Just stop. Man up. Man up and realize that your business is taking a hit and say, President Trump, stop. Please, just stop. This is stupid. This isn't making any sense. Just stop. But see, Donald Trump, he's not even receptive to constructive or harsh criticism. All you can do to get to him is just buttering him up. We want to make America great again, just like you. We're on board with you. Give us 90 days. Bro, Trump is yay without the insane rants and shit. He's somebody who just will not listen to any sort of criticism, any sort of you're wrong. He won't listen to anything of the sort. He has to be right all the time. You must obey. You must bow down. You must bend the knee, regardless of whether that means we all crash. That's the kind of person he is. So CEO begs Donald Trump for the tariffs to end because it's now affecting him.